being a bad friend and sticking out my case because I'm just so mad. So you'll hear a beep. I'm just gonna put the thing down, but you'll hear a little beeping sound. So no worries, I'll find. Oh, what?
Can get that all set up and done. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Lissa. You can call me Lissa. We are Lissa. You are watching Lissa is Here, my channel. If you're not looking at it for some reason, you're on it. Why are you not looking at the name of the channel you're watching? I mostly make book-related content, POV content, book prompt content, anything and everything revolving around stories and books and storytelling in general. That's the type of content I make. I'm moving more towards into making long-form content like this video here. And the topic of today's video is... Oh my god, where is it? It's all the way over here. Here we go. The Hunger Games. All the way up. Over here in this corner. Excuse my disheveled appearance, for I have been busy today, and I do not have the time nor the energy to get dressed up for you weirdos on the internet, so... The Hunger Games broke me quite thoroughly when I read it. It's a fantastic series made by Suzanne Collins, which, by the way, when I find you, Suzanne Collins... when I find you, because the pain I felt while reading this series. Anyway, how the Hunger Games broke me. A tutorial. So, I read the Hunger Games series for the very first time ever, and let's just say it is horrendous because it is so good. Don't take my words out of context. It is fantastic, people. The writing, superb. The storytelling, the character writing, everything about this series. God! 5 stars. 5 stars. Everything about this series, fantastic. I agree with every single thing, except what that woman did to Finnick. Suzanne Collins, when I find you. This video will contain spoilers. I'm not sorry. If you're watching this and you spoil yourself from watching this, that's on you, buddy. Not me. You for watching this video. Fight me. Also, ignore the Hello Kitties. Those aren't mine. Those are my sisters. Stop staring at me. I will never get over Finnick's death, genuinely. I was sobbing when I found out about when the scene when Katniss and Peeta are, creating the memory book for everyone, and then they have the audacity to add a photo of Finnick's baby. I'm like, are you kidding me? And it couldn't get any worse. He never got to meet his child. Cinna's death also sucked. I don't think that was fair. I really don't. I wish... I understand Cinna dying. It was a huge part for the revolution and everything, with everything that was going on in the story. So Cinna dying, I understand and I get, but why? Cinna was my favorite. Okay, Cinna and Finnick favorites. Is this... what? Is this whole entire video just gonna be me complaining about all the characters that died? Probably. Speaking of which, Prim. Do I need to say anything? I have some notes written down on my phone, so I'm gonna be reading these notes. The reason The Hunger Games succeeded as a book series and a franchise in general is because of how incredibly nuanced the writing is. The writing is incredible. It's well written. It's intelligent. It doesn't treat its audience like idiots. It's got a multitude of characters who are all nuanced and interesting of in themselves. Is that the right word? I can't do English, apparently. Suzanne Collins is an incredible author who released her books and came on into the market at a fantastic time when other popular book series were coming to an end. The Twilight series was just about to finish and wrap up their last book. What? The Twilight series, was about to come out with its last book and be over. Then we had the Harry Potter series that also came out at the time, and that had just released its last book. So truly, it came out at the perfect time and made this perfect storm for it to just blow up into this beautiful, amazing thing. It was the perfect book to get turned into a movie adaptation. So recently, me and my sister watched the Hunger Games books. We're still getting through them, but we finished the first one, and we're on to the second one. So we were watching the Hunger Games movie, and I was telling her, I was like, I'm not really feeling it. I like the vibe, the cinema. I liked the cinematography. I liked the way it was made, but I couldn't get into it because Katniss's voice didn't feel right. I'm like, well, they missed what she was thinking in this moment, so now they just make her look heartless or plain, boring, this, that. So my sister made the point, to my complaint, because I was like, I just don't feel it, and then my sister was like, well, think about it this way. You aren't experiencing this movie from the point of view of Katniss's mind, which is how you experienced the book, but you are experiencing it as a fly on the wall, a third party. You aren't Katniss, you aren't Peeta, you aren't Haymitch, you aren't anyone. You are just watching and observing. You are the audience. You are the Capitol watching this all on their television. So of course you aren't going to hear Katniss's point of view, because the last thing we would ever want is for the Capitol to hear Katniss's point of view. Because then that could kill her. So that's how my mindset about the movies got changed to make me actually really like the way it's made, is just taking it and realizing, oh, that's why I don't like Katniss as much in the movies, is because we're not supposed to, because we aren't experiencing everything with her. We're watching her experience stuff. We're seeing how she looks to people on an outside perspective, looking in. And something she always talks about herself in the books is how she knows people don't like her necessarily when they first meet her. And I understand why now from watching the movies. I didn't understand at the time when I was reading it. I thought she had a poor perception of how people viewed her. But I actually do. I think there can be two things that coexist at the same time. I think she's right in some aspects and wrong in others. And I can really understand and appreciate that now. It's so funny. Me and my sister kept laughing because, it's such a serious topic and a serious book and a serious movie, but it just is so comedic at times. My God. It's not holiday. I can't not touch on the topic of how much reading this series reminded me of real life and the state of the states and the world right now. I can't lie. I'm from the US. I'm from the States. And I read this series and I couldn't help but just see so many similarities between the government and how our statecraft is right now, and I couldn't help but think about how scarily similar we are to the Hunger Games right now. I mean, it's so dystopian right now. I am on TikTok and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing, celebrities in full-on glam, crazy outfits. And then I'm seeing kids in Gaza. And it's I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling, and it's back and forth. And I know that that whole concept is what inspired the Hunger Games. It's, war and going through TV channels and seeing these events and then seeing the truth of what's happening out there, and it's all mixed together, and it's like, oh, this is really, really intense stuff that it's really, really hard topic to talk about, but it has to be talked about. We can't just ignore what's happening and I can't in good faith and good conscience talk about the Hunger Games series and like how it broke me without also talking about the fundamental aspect of how it relates to my real waking world. Like the whole my favorite phrase, my favorite saying is those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. The Hunger Games is basically the equivalent of that saying. We've failed to learn anything from the Hunger Games, quite honestly. In reality, what have we taken away from this and learned from this as a society? This best-selling series, this movie adaptation. It really can be disheartening for me because I'm like, if someone like Suzanne Collins can have such a positive, incredible, amazing perspective and can write it and talk about it so long ago, years ago. She's been saying this stuff since like 2012, man. She's been saying this stuff for years. She's been writing about this for years. She's warned us. So many people have warned us. And yet, as a society, this is where we are today. This is where we have gone. And it breaks my heart. I am 17 years old, and I am counting down and thinking of every single possibility and way I can leave this state as soon as I possibly can one day. It's disheartening. It's sad. It really, really is sad. I can't lie. I think this series has had a very big emotional impact on me, for sure. Despite I knew a lot of spoilers going into it. I knew a lot of the people who were gonna die. I knew who was gonna end up together. I knew a lot of that just because of like social media and like relevance of subject matters, you know? I knew all of that. I knew a lot of what was going to happen, but it didn't take away from my enjoyment of the series. It didn't take away from the emotional impact I felt with scenes. I knew when, like, not spoilers, full on spoilers. I knew when Prim was going to die. I knew how she was going to die. When she died, I sobbed because I saw my sister in her. I'm 17. Katniss in the last book is 17. Prim is 13 when she dies. My little sister is 12. That destroyed me. Thoroughly. The emotional impact that this series like put on me. Like I finished all 3 books in a week. That's because I listened to the audiobooks too and stuff. So that's 32 hours, I believe, of nonstop listening. I don't think I took any breaks while listening to the series. Here is a random paragraph from The Hunger Games. I hear Peeta's voice in my head. She has no idea the effect she can have. Dare I say, I think that also is talking about Suzanne Collins. I think Suzanne Collins doesn't realize. She probably does now, but I don't think she quite realized it when she was writing the book. So he doesn't realize the effects he can have. Now, in the book, when Peeta says this line, he's referring to the way Katniss can get people to like her. Like, she doesn't realize it, but she can get people to like her. She can get sponsors, you know? She's like the face of the revolution. Not at the point where Peeta says that, but it ends up becoming true. She becomes the face of the revolution of change. She's the Mockingjay, right? Suzanne Collins, when she was writing this line, had no clue that she was talking about herself. Genuinely. That's how I see it. Like, Suzanne Collins, like, she, like, writing this series, she told her truth. She told a truth, and she told the truth, and she wrote it, and she published it, and then it became a bestseller, and yet people still fail to learn the lessons that she tried to teach us so long ago. She's been saying this for years, and none of us have chosen to learn and to learn from our past. It is canon. Suzanne Collins is the Mockingjay. There were so many topics in this book that I could have chosen to talk about. I wanted to talk about Cinna a lot. I really did. I love Cinna as a character. Cinna is an incredible character. There are so many different topics of discussion about the Hunger Games and related to the Hunger Games, and I wish I could talk about it. I wish I could. I want to write things down. I want to make scripts. I want to do research. I have so many things to talk about. So much. My God. But I don't have the time. I am writing, like, I am in the process of writing an 11 book series right now. I have 2 YouTube channels, 2 TikToks, and an Instagram. I'm posting to all of those every single day right now. I'm trying to start all that stuff, and I'm stressed. I don't have the time to work out detailed scripts and do thorough research, because if I'm gonna make videos like that are more detailed and nuanced, then I'm going to do so much research. I'm not gonna release anything that I'm not proud of like that. I physically can't just like release it like that. So you're gonna get content like this for now, that's like unscripted, unput together, just my thoughts blurred together, rambling until I can do more detailed stuff. I'm very open to having more detailed conversations in the comments, because I physically can't talk about it like in video format like this right now. But there's so many different topics I want to talk about the Hunger Games, about other book series, about different forms of media, and maybe I'll look less trashed in some of these other videos. I look wrecked right now. I look really, really wrecked. Yeah. So, I guess that's the end of this video. I don't know if it's ever gonna see the light of day or not. So, we'll see. I honestly just need something to post to my main channel before it dies. I need to post more long form content. I just don't know how to post long form content on this channel. So if you can think of any topics or points of conversation, types of content you would like to see posted on my main channel, then please let me know. I'm open to so many different things. I'm just struggling right now, if I'm being completely blatantly honest. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot for me. If you liked hearing me ramble in this yapping session, I guess, then make sure to subscribe so you can catch more yapping eventually. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!